Hello everyone, welcome to yet another day in this Clown Decade, the decade where things are only going to get worse before they get better. And today, it turns out Farage has been doing what he's always been doing in keeping a close eye on the illegal migrant situation. And the thing that has been true for quite some time is that some of these migrants will just openly be on TikTok explaining exactly how they get into the UK, because effectively it's free advertisement for all these criminal gangs that are sending the people over. These gangs, by the way, that Labour promised to absolutely stomp out and they have done nothing about yet. Anyway, in what can best be described as a Twitter political party broadcast from Farage, he goes through some TikToks from a particular illegal migrant who is just openly recording and showing the entire world how he and some of his friends are travelling all the way from Afghanistan to Europe, and eventually they are planning to come to the United Kingdom. And the thing about this particular migrant that makes him incredibly identifiable is the fact that he has some sort of Kalashnikov pattern rifle tattooed to his face. And as you can see from the images as well, they're showing off guns, they're saying pop, 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 we're here to cause trouble, what have you. Clearly they are the type of people that should never have even made it to Europe, let alone the United Kingdom. And so Farage is here saying these people have the intention to come to the United Kingdom, they're already in Europe, there is nothing we can actually do because we do not have the political will to stop these people coming in. And that's a bad thing. Anyway, in reaction to this, the guy obviously saw Farage making this particular Twitter video and decided to reply to it on TikTok, where Nigel Farage introduced it by saying, "This illegal migrant has made a threat on my life and is now in the UK. He is the kind of person we are letting into our country."
Englishman, Nigel Pacha, don't talk shit about me. You not know me. I come to England because I want marriage with your sister. Don't talk about me more. Delete a video. This is not good, my friend. You not know me. I gonna come to England. I gonna mother.
Yeah, if that wasn't clear enough for anybody watching this, that is a direct threat to Nigel Farage. And when he says, married your sister, I imagine that is a mistranslation of, in the most YouTube-friendly way, struggle snuggle her. Naturally, because Nigel Farage works with GB News reported on this, saying once again that this illegal immigrant has arrived in the UK, demands a meeting with Nigel Farage so that he can, not do very nice things. Further videos were put up on TikTok by this guy called Pacha, and obviously other people at GB News were showing their support for Farage, because why wouldn't they? Here's what Madam Pacha had to say in this particular video.
Hey everybody, I want to say something to Eagle Pacha. Eagle Pacha, listen my friend, I can speak English, but I have translate. Listen my friend.
I mean, already he simply just should not be in England because he can't speak English. You know, these are people that leftists will consistently tell you, oh, they're just people who want a better life, you know, they're going to be doctors, engineers, they're going to serve me at Pret. And the reality is that no, people's lives are genuinely in danger from these people. And even if their lives were safe, their way of life is not. These people cause numerous problems around the country. But can we all at least agree that a man with a gun on his face saying that he is going to do awful things to not only Farage but his sister if he even has one, then can we at least agree that that guy needs to be deported? Will the leftists at least give us that? And if not, then they need to be utterly destroyed as a political force.
Hi, Igel. You don't know who I am. I know that someone has given you the wrong information about me, that I am dangerous and that I am on my way to England. But that is not true. I am a TikTok talker who usually broadcasts live and vlogs my everyday life and shows where I am and who I am around.
Yeah, and as Farage went through, you vlogged your whole journey from Afghanistan to Calais in France. And obviously it's been misreported that he's in England at the moment, but if you're in Calais, I mean, given that the French don't stop you, you may as well be in England. You know, give it a week, he'll be in England. Because we do absolutely nothing to stop it, and why would France want to keep him in France? You know?
I left Sweden to put my past behind me and start a new good life in England.
See, that's intention right there. He was in Sweden, moved from Afghanistan to Sweden. Sweden didn't want him, caused him too much trouble, so now he's coming to England, where we give them even more. Because we have one of the most pathetic, and I mean pathetic political classes that I think I've ever seen in my, well, obviously in my life, but even throughout history.
On my way to England, I ended up in a place on the border between France and England where people were armed who were moving people across the border. They asked me to film a video where they also wanted to appear in the video with their weapons.
Like, this makes the problem so much worse. At first it was just one guy with an AK on his face saying he wants to kill Farage. Now, as it turns out, it's whole gangs of people, armed, who are coming over to Britain. What are we doing about it? Are these gangs smashed? Are you smashing these gangs, Mr. Starmer?
I couldn't say no as I was in a danger zone. I have nothing to do with people's guns. Don't spread wrong info about me.
Or what, Mr. Illegal Migrant?
I am in England and would be happy to meet you if you want so you can see me in real life and explain to you who I am.
So the guy's claiming that he is in England right now. As far as I can tell, it's not actually true. There's another TikTok shortly where it shows he's actually still in a tent somewhere in Calais. So the guy is obviously trying to rile people up, but the thing is that I am going to take someone like this seriously when they say they want to kill Farage. Why would you not? There is precedent that MPs get killed by this type of people.
The person who has given you the wrong information about me is my enemy and wants to smear my name as he has previously done in Sweden. He himself is abroad and spreading false rumors about people.
You yourself are saying you're in England and you want to pop Farage, as in the same video, by the way, you showed other people with guns. Like, it's almost like you've been caught red-handed to be a real piece of work, and now you're trying to claim that, oh no, it's just internet lies. Despite the fact you yourself put these videos up on the internet. Anyway, I'm done with this guy's lies. He is a complete menace and a danger to British society. He should never be allowed to come here. But give it a week and he probably will be. Anyway, more of Farage's colleagues, in this case Martin Dawney, made the point that there is an imminent Islamist terror threat to MPs. Have we learned nothing, given that David Armes was stabbed 20 times by an Islamist terrorist, and then there is an illegal Afghan in France who is threatening to kill Nigel Farage and making it clear that his intention, at the very least, is to cross the channel. This is a very real worry. I don't see how it's actually being ignored by Parliament and everyone else. It should be fairly major news that a illegal, or, well, no, he is an illegal migrant, he's already in France. An illegal migrant is directly threatening an MP, and nobody seems to care. Well, the reason people don't seem to care is that I would not be shocked if an awful lot of people secretly kind of want Farage to be it to the hands of this type of person, but maybe that's me being unfair. Anyway, I know for a fact that there are people on the right counter-signalling, which takes me to my point that I've been making for the past week, in that the anti-Farage streak on the right has frankly got embarrassing. Just to be clear with what Farage has been doing with this case, it is putting a face to exactly what you would want if you wanted to stop illegal immigration. The face of illegal immigration is now a man who threatens MPs and their family and has a gun tattooed on his face, and is happily and openly sharing the fact that other people who are planning to cross the border, or the channel, whatever, have guns at their disposal. Weaponry. The type of thing that even in Britain, you're just not allowed to have full stop. We are not allowed handguns in the UK to the point where armed police have to travel to France to have their handgun training. I cannot tell you how unbelievably useful it is to have the narrative that there is a man in the UK with a gun on his face threatening to kill people with clear, immediate access to weaponry. Firearms of all weaponry too. So what are some people saying on the right? Oh, well, Steve Laws is saying, well, the migrant's not here. And we all know GB News is pushing this despite being told by multiple sources it's not true. It's not true he's in England. Oh well, Mr. Laws. We still have a man who is frankly at our doorstep, who is threatening our MPs, who want this to end. Apparently Steve Laws wants this to end as well, and he's trying to counter-signal a narrative that is going to help that. Or because, frankly, he is jealous that he is not the person being threatened, because nobody knows who he is. They want to create the buzz around Nigel being threatened so they can drop the Farage riots rhetoric being passed around. Yeah, again, they want him in power, because that is useful. They know they're lying, but self-interest comes first with these people. As if Steve Laws hasn't lied. And as if politics isn't all about bending the truth to make narratives. I call Labour rank amateurs, the dissident right, the dork right, these crabs pulling away at those other crabs trying to get out of the situation Britain's in now. They just need to be stepped over. And the only reason I'm really bringing this up is to make the point that if you are on this side, if you are following Steve Laws to this extent, you need to stop. The man is not a useful person. Because it's not just this tweet where he says it, he has a couple of others. Because he made another tweet saying, the Afghan confirming what I said all along, he's still in France. The people living and working here have a gun. I'm here because I want to go to effing London. Obviously put along with this video.
Seen a video of him with
This fucking shit guns not for me. The people living here, he work here, he have a gun. Everybody.
Like, I don't understand why you would counter-signal this. This is such good ammunition for the right to absolutely batter anybody saying that anyone coming over here, over the channel, are here for good reasons. Like, this is the perfect argument to say, no, stop that. We have people coming over now, and we know on that side they have guns. It's reasonable to think that some people will be coming over with them. That needs to stop right now. And here's Steve Laws saying, oh yeah, technically this guy with the AK on his face, technically he's not in the UK now. He's saying constantly that he wants to come to the UK and that he'll end up in London, but he's not here now. So, oh look, GB News and that are lying. Why are they doing that? Oh, they're just trying to protect themselves. It's like, you kidding me? You kidding me? Is this really what you're saying? Is this really your plan to counter-signal Farage because he's been caught out on a technicality that this guy who wants to come to the UK and kill him is not in the UK yet? Do you think he's going to be stopped, Steve? It's as I say in the video the other day, complete crab mentality. They have no concept that Farage is an infinitely more useful figure than they are, and so all they can do is counter-signal to effectively get likes and retweets. It's so pathetic. But to just labour the point here, this is the face that GB News and Nigel Farage are doing their best to try and make the face of illegal migration across the channel. It is an absolute gift. It is something that I don't think I could pray for and expect to be given in my entire life. A man who is so stupid, he is openly on TikTok, pointing out that he not only is he a dangerous man who is willing to threaten our people and our MPs, he also has complete intention to just move around Europe to where he finds the best place to settle will be, which apparently is the UK, because we have such a pathetic political class. And not only that, but he is also showing that the people in and around the Calais camps, apparently some of them are armed to the teeth. You know, with weaponry, with firearms, concealable handguns, the like. I don't know why anyone in their right mind on the right would even try and remotely counter-signal this. It's just not useful. And if you're that envious that you didn't get threatened yourself, then I guess keep wallowing in your corner. The rest of us are actually trying to do something useful to stop this. But anyway, that is where I will leave it today. So tonight we will be playing Dustborn on this channel because I really want to get that over and done with. Next Monday we are carrying on with the Peloponnesian War streams. Plenty of talk about Athens and Sparta and antiquity there, so do come along to that. Next Tuesday it's a Tosh Talks. Don't know what the topic is yet, but it'll be a good one. I'll probably do another stream of Dustborn next Wednesday if we don't finish it. And of course, there's Laughing at the Guardian next Saturday. Videos as and when I can make them. So with that, once again, please do subscribe, do become a member. It's all massively helpful to keep this channel going. And once again, thank you very much for watching. And until next time, goodbye.